And on this Thursday, September 4th, 2025 edition of Newsmakers, Pope Leo XIV and his top diplomats have told Israel's president that a two-state solution is the only way out of the war in Gaza. During a meeting today, the Vatican called for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza, the release of all hostages, and entry of humanitarian aid to famine-stricken Palestinians there. The Vatican issued an unusually detailed statement following Leo's meeting with Israeli President Isaac Herzog, who met with the Vatican Secretary of State and Foreign Minister. The audience marked the first by history's first American pope with the Israeli head of state. Vice President J.D. Vance visited Minneapolis yesterday, 1 week after the mass shooting at Annunciation Catholic Church, visiting the site and meeting with parents of the victims. Vance and his wife Usha laid flowers near the front steps of the church and paused to read messages written in chalk on the pavement. He also met in private with some victims' family members.
A lot of things have happened to me since I've become the Vice President of the United States. I have never had a day that will stay with me like this day did, because I really felt like these parents, in the midst of the worst grief of their entire lives, they opened up their lives and they opened up their hearts and they made me part of it.
Vance added the trip served as a reminder to be the best father he could.
One of the ways that I'm going to try to honor these parents and the children that they lost is by being a better dad and hugging my kids tight tonight and making sure that they know that their dad loves them.
There are new details about a man accused of making criminal threats to a Catholic monastery in Orange County, California. Mark Mayfield reports.
Prosecutors say that Joshua Richardson referred to himself as the angel of death and claimed he was sent to do the Lord's reaping. Richardson was arrested last week after driving from his home in Alabama to St. Michael's Abbey in Silverado Canyon. He allegedly started sending threatening emails to the monastery on August 19th, then showed up a week later. In the emails, he allegedly called himself the Rider of the Pale Horse, a reference to the last of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Police searched his truck and found 6 high-capacity magazines, a sword, a stun gun, and several knives, along with body armor, duct tape, rope, walkie-talkies, and other tactical gear. I'm Mark Mayfield.
A Minnesota district court is striking down an abortion access challenge. The lawsuit argued that abortion is not medical treatment in Minnesota and is an intentional termination of a child's life. However, the court ruled the abortion challenge lacks standing and did not identify the specific laws to challenge. Governor Tim Walz signed a bill in 2023 guaranteeing abortion access under Minnesota law after the overturning of Roe v. Wade. The lawsuit was filed by pregnancy health centers, doctors, and others, claiming it violates the 14th Amendment. Texas lawmakers have sent a bill to the governor targeting abortion pill providers. Ben Thomas reports.
Texas lawmakers have approved legislation that would allow state residents to sue out-of-state abortion pill providers for up to $100,000. That would include drug makers, doctors prescribing the pills, and anyone who mails the medication. It's the first legislation of its kind in any state. Supporters hail it as a tool to stop medication abortions, which remain available despite being illegal in Texas. Abortion rights groups deride the measure as a bounty hunter bill, saying it would encourage private citizens to engage in a form of legalized vigilante justice. Governor Greg Abbott is an opponent of abortion and is expected to sign the bill into law. It would take effect in December, though legal challenges are likely. I'm Ben Thomas.
And that's Newsmakers for this Thursday, September 4th, 2025 edition. I'm Keith Black.